U.S. Citizenship Test Practice, N-400, Easy English Interview, Part 1. A small office room with a desk and 2 chairs. Anne, the interviewer, sits across from Mark, who is preparing for his citizenship interview.
Hi, Mark. Ready to practice some questions for your citizenship interview?
Hi, Anne. Yes, I'm ready. A bit nervous, but I've studied a lot.
That's great. Let's start with question number 1. Question 1. What is the capital of your state?
Depends on where I live, for example. Sacramento for California.
Perfect. Make sure you know your state's capital well. Question 2. What ocean is on the west coast of the United States?
The Pacific Ocean.
Exactly. The Pacific Ocean borders the west coast states like California and Oregon. Question 3. What stops one branch of government from becoming too powerful?
Checks and balances.
Right. Checks and balances make sure each branch limits the other's power. Question 4. Why do some states have more representatives than other states?
Because they have more people.
Yes. Representation in the House depends on the population size. Question 5. When do we celebrate Independence Day?
July 4th.
That's the day we celebrate America's independence from Britain. Question 6. What major event happened on September 11th, 2001 in the United States?
Terrorists attacked the United States.
Correct. It was a tragic day that changed the country's security policies. Question 7. What did Susan B. Anthony do?
She fought for women's rights.
Yes, especially the right for women to vote. Question 8. What did Martin Luther King Jr. do?
He fought for civil rights.
Exactly. He led efforts for racial equality. Question 9. What does the Constitution do?
It sets up the government.
Right. It also defines the rights of citizens. Question 10. Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the federal government. What is one power of the federal government?
To print money.
That's a federal power only the national government has. Question 11. What is one thing Benjamin Franklin is famous for?
He was a U.S. diplomat.
Correct. He helped the U.S. gain support during the Revolution. Question 12. When is the last day you can send in federal income tax forms?
April 15th.
That's right. The tax deadline for most Americans. Question 13. Who does a U.S. Senator represent?
All people of the state.
Exactly. Senators represent everyone in their state. Question 14. What is the highest court in the United States?
The Supreme Court.
Correct. It makes the final decisions on legal issues. Question 15. What does the President's Cabinet do?
Advises the President.
Yes, the Cabinet members help the President make important decisions. Question 16. What is the political party of the President now?
Republican.
Good. Keep in mind this can change after elections. Question 17. How many justices are on the Supreme Court?
9.
Right. 9 justices serve on the Supreme Court. Question 18. How old do citizens have to be to vote for president?
18 and older.
Correct. That's the legal voting age. Question 19. Name one state that borders Mexico.
California.
Yes, California is one of the states that shares a border with Mexico. Question 20. What are the two parts of the U.S. Congress?
The Senate and House of Representatives.
Exactly. Congress is divided into those two chambers. Question 21. Who lived in America before the Europeans arrived?
Native Americans.
Yes, indigenous peoples lived here long before Europeans came. Question 22. When was the Declaration of Independence adopted?
July 4th, 1776.
That's the date America declared independence. Question 23. Who signs bills to become laws?
The President.
Correct. The President's signature makes a bill a law. Question 24. The idea of self-government is in the first 3 words of the Constitution. What are these words?
We the people.
Exactly. It means the government gets its power from the people. Question 25. What do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance?
The United States.
Right, it's a symbol of patriotism. Question 26. Who is the commander-in-chief of the military?
The President.
Yes, the President leads the armed forces. Question 27. What does the judicial branch do?
Reviews laws.
Exactly. It makes sure laws follow the Constitution. Question 28. What are 2 rights of everyone living in the United States?
Freedom of speech and freedom of religion.
Right. These are fundamental freedoms protected by law. Question 29. There were 13 original states. Name 3.
New Hampshire, New York, and New Jersey.
Good choices. Those were some of the original colonies. Question 30. Who did the United States fight in World War II?
Japan, Germany, and Italy.
Correct. Those were the Axis powers. Question 31. Who makes federal laws?
Congress.
Yes, Congress creates the laws for the country. Question 32. What was one important thing that Abraham Lincoln did?
Freed the slaves.
That's right. Through the Emancipation Proclamation. Question 33. We elect a U.S. representative for how many years?
2.
Correct. Representatives serve 2-year terms. Question 34. Name one of the 2 longest rivers in the United States.
Mississippi River.
Yes, it's a major river running through several states. Question 35. What did the Declaration of Independence do?
Announced our independence from Great Britain.
Exactly. It declared America's freedom. Great job, Mark. You answered all 35 questions correctly. How do you feel?
Honestly, I feel more confident now. Going through each question like this really helps.
That's the key. Practice and understanding. After your interview, try to think back. Did you understand each question? Did you answer clearly? Which questions were harder?
I think I hesitated a bit on some dates and names.
That's normal. Review those areas more. And remember, they won't ask all 100 questions in the interview, just enough to test your knowledge.
Got it. Practicing aloud like this also helps me speak clearly.
Absolutely. Imagine you're already in the interview room. Staying calm and focused is just as important as knowing the answers.
Thanks, Anne. This practice really made a difference.
You're ready, Mark. Keep reviewing and stay confident. You've got this.
U.S. Citizenship Interview Practice, N-400, Easy English, Part 2. The same small office room. Anne and Mark continue their practice session for Mark's citizenship interview.
Welcome back, Mark. You did really well last time. Ready to keep going with more questions?
Absolutely, Anne. I'm feeling more confident now.
Great. Let's pick up where we left off. Question 36. Question 36. We elect a U.S. Senator for how many years?
6 years.
Correct. Senators serve 6-year terms to represent their states. Question 37. What is the name of the President of the United States now?
Donald Trump.
That's right. Remember, this can change after elections, so keep updated. Question 38. What is freedom of religion?
You can practice any religion or not practice a religion.
Exactly. Freedom of religion means you can choose your beliefs freely. Question 39. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1800s.
The Civil War.
Yes, the Civil War was a crucial conflict in American history. Question 40. During the Cold War, what was the main concern of the United States?
Communism.
That's right. The U.S. worked to stop the spread of communism. Question 41. What movement tried to end racial discrimination?
The Civil Rights Movement.
Correct. It fought for equality and justice. Question 42. Why does the flag have 50 stars?
Because there are 50 states.
Exactly. Each star represents a state. Question 43. Who vetoes bills?
The President.
Right. The president can reject bills passed by Congress. Question 44. Who was president during World War I?
Woodrow Wilson.
Correct. He led the country during that difficult time. Question 45. When must all men register for the Selective Service?
At age 18.
Yes, it's a requirement in case the U.S. needs to draft soldiers. Question 46. What is one responsibility that is only for United States citizens?
Vote in a federal election.
Exactly. Voting is a key right and responsibility of citizens. Question 47. Who is the governor of your state now?
Answer depends on where I live.
Good. Be sure to know your governor's name for the interview. Question 48. What is one right or freedom from the First Amendment?
Freedom of speech.
Correct. Freedom of speech protects what you say and express. Question 49. If both the president and the vice president can no longer serve, who becomes president?
The Speaker of the House.
That's right. The Speaker is third in line for the presidency. Question 50. What territory did the United States buy from France in 1803?
Louisiana.
Yes, the Louisiana Purchase doubled the size of the country. Question 51. Who is one of your state's U.S. senators?
Depends on where I live.
Make sure you know your senators by name. Question 52. What are the two major political parties in the United States?
Democratic and Republican.
Exactly. These two parties dominate U.S. politics. Question 53. What is one reason colonists came to America?
Freedom.
Right. Many came for religious and political freedom. Question 54. What is the economic system in the United States?
Market economy.
Correct. It's based on supply and demand. Question 55. How many amendments does the Constitution have?
27.
Yes, amendments keep the Constitution up to date. Question 56. Who is the father of our country?
George Washington.
Right. He was the first president and a founding leader. Question 57. How many U.S. senators are there?
100.
Correct. 2 senators represent each state. Question 58. What do we call the first 10 amendments to the Constitution?
The Bill of Rights.
Yes, they guarantee fundamental freedoms. Question 59. Name one American Indian tribe in the United States.
Crow.
Good example. There are many tribes across the country. Question 60. Name the U.S. war between the North and the South.
The Civil War.
Correct. It was fought mainly over slavery and states' rights. Question 61. What ocean is on the east coast of the United States?
The Atlantic Ocean.
Yes, it borders states like New York and Florida. Question 62. If the president can no longer serve, who becomes president?
The Vice President.
Exactly. The vice president is first in line. Question 63. What are 2 cabinet-level positions?
Attorney General and Vice President.
Correct. The cabinet advises the president on important issues. Question 64. What is the name of the Speaker of the House of Representatives now?
Mike Johnson.
Right. The Speaker leads the House. Question 65. What is the rule of law?
Everyone must follow the law.
Exactly. No one is above the law. Question 66. What are 2 rights in the Declaration of Independence?
Life and liberty.
Yes, these are core American values. Question 67. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence?
Thomas Jefferson.
Correct. He was the main author. Question 68. We elect a president for how many years?
4 years.
Right. A presidential term is 4 years. Question 69. What happened at the Constitutional Convention?
The Constitution was written.
Exactly. It created the framework for our government. Question 70. When was the Constitution written?
1787.
Correct. It has guided the nation since then. You're doing excellent, Mark. You're really improving.
Thanks, Anne. Your explanations help me understand, not just memorize.
That's the best way. After practice, think about which questions were easy and which were tricky.
I'm still working on remembering dates and names.
That's normal. Try associating them with stories or things you know.
I will. Also, knowing they won't ask all 100 questions helps me feel less stressed.
Good. And remember, speak clearly, take your time, and if you don't know something, it's okay to say so.
That makes me feel more confident. Thanks again, Anne.
Keep practicing and you'll do great. You're ready.
U.S. Citizenship Test Practice, N-400, Final Questions and Tips, Part 3. The same office room. Anne and Mark are wrapping up their final practice session for Mark's citizenship interview.
Hi, Mark. You've done a fantastic job so far. Ready for the last set of questions?
Yes, Anne. I want to finish strong.
Perfect. Let's start with question 71. Question 71. What did the Emancipation Proclamation do?
Freed the slaves.
Correct. It was an important order by President Lincoln that declared all slaves in Confederate states to be free, which was a key step toward ending slavery in the U.S. Question 72. Who was the first president?
George Washington.
Right. He's often called the father of our country because he led the nation during its founding. Question 73. Name your U.S. representative.
Depends on where I live.
Good. It's important to know who represents your area in Congress since they make laws that affect you directly. Question 74. Why did the colonists fight the British?
Because of high taxes.
Exactly. The colonists were upset because they had no representation in British Parliament but were still taxed, leading to the slogan, "No taxation without representation." Question 75. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1900s.
World War II.
Correct. It was a major global war that the U.S. played a significant role in ending. Question 76. What is an amendment?
A change to the Constitution.
Yes, amendments are how the Constitution can be updated or improved as times change. Question 77. Before he was president, Eisenhower was a general. What war was he in?
World War II.
That's right. He was a key military leader in Europe before becoming president. Question 78. Who is in charge of the executive branch?
The President.
Correct. The president is responsible for enforcing the laws passed by Congress. Question 79. Who is the Chief Justice of the United States now?
John Roberts.
Yes, he leads the Supreme Court, which is the highest court in the country and interprets the law. Question 80. What are two ways that Americans can participate in their democracy?
Vote and run for office.
Exactly. Voting is the most common way, but people can also run for political positions to help make laws. Question 81. What is the name of the national anthem?
The Star-Spangled Banner.
Right. It's a patriotic song that represents the country's history and spirit. Question 82. What is the name of the Vice President of the United States now?
J.D. Vance.
Good. Knowing current leaders is important since it shows you keep up with current events. Question 83. Name one problem that led to the Civil War.
Slavery.
Yes, slavery was the main cause that divided the North and South and led to the war. Question 84. In what month do we vote for president?
November.
That's right. Presidential elections are always held in November on a Tuesday. Question 85. What is the capital of the United States?
Washington, D.C.
Correct. It's the city where the federal government operates. Question 86. There are 4 amendments to the Constitution about who can vote. Describe one of them.
Any citizen can vote.
Exactly. Over time, voting rights have expanded so more citizens can participate regardless of race, gender, or age above 18. Question 87. Who was president during the Great Depression and World War II?
Franklin Roosevelt.
Right. He led the nation through very challenging times and introduced important programs to help Americans. Question 88. Why does the flag have 13 stripes?
Because there were 13 original colonies.
Yes, the stripes remind us of the nation's beginnings. Question 89. Name 2 national U.S. holidays.
New Year's Day and Christmas.
Correct. These holidays are celebrated nationwide. Question 90. Name one right only for United States citizens.
Vote in a federal election.
That's right. Only citizens have that right, so it's a special privilege. Question 91. What group of people was taken to America and sold as slaves?
Africans.
Yes, a tragic part of our history that shaped the nation. Question 92. The Federalist Papers supported the passage of the U.S. Constitution. Name one of the writers.
John Jay.
Correct. Along with Alexander Hamilton and James Madison, he helped explain why the Constitution was important. Question 93. Name one branch or part of the government.
The President.
That's the executive branch, which enforces the laws. Question 94. Name one state that borders Canada.
New York.
Right. There are several states along the northern border. Question 95. The House of Representatives has how many voting members?
435.
Correct. This number is set by law and represents the population. Question 96. Name one U.S. territory.
Puerto Rico.
Yes, territories are areas controlled by the U.S., but not states. Question 97. What is one promise you make when you become a United States citizen?
Be loyal to the United States.
Exactly. Loyalty means you support and respect the country. Question 98. What is the supreme law of the land?
The Constitution.
Right. It is the foundation of all U.S. laws and government. Question 99. Where is the Statue of Liberty?
New York Harbor.
Yes, it's a symbol of freedom and a welcoming sight for immigrants. Question 100. Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the states. What is one power of the states?
Give a driver's license.
Correct. States handle many local issues like driver's licenses, schools, and police. You've done an amazing job, Mark. You really understand these important topics.
Thank you, Anne. Your explanations made everything clearer.
Before you go, let's talk about some tips to study effectively for your N-400 interview.
Yes, please. I want to be as prepared as possible.
First, practice speaking your answers out loud. It helps you remember and builds confidence for the actual interview.
I've found that really helpful.
Also, try to understand the meaning behind each answer, not just memorize the words. If you get asked in a different way, you'll still know how to respond.
That makes a lot of sense.
Another good strategy is to study regularly in short sessions. It's better to review a little bit every day than to cram all at once.
I'll keep that in mind.
Finally, during the interview, don't rush. Take your time, listen carefully, and it's okay to ask the officer to repeat a question if you don't understand.
That makes me feel less nervous.
Good. You've done the hard work. Keep practicing, stay positive, and you'll do great on your test.
Thanks so much, Anne. I really appreciate your help.
You're very welcome, Mark. I'm confident you're ready. Good luck, you'll succeed.